Video on rational numbers under multiplication. So the problem I'm going to be focusing on today is 1/4 divided by 2/3. So this is a division problem with fractions, which are a type of rational number. Now, this is all going to come back to multiplication, however, in the way we solve it. So real quick, I have a little diagram right here that just shows the keep, change, flip method. So basically, when we have one fraction divided by another fraction, if you're using a more procedural method, what you'll do is keep the first fraction, change the division sign to a multiplication sign, so keep, change, and then flip the last fraction, the second one. So what that would mean was to be find the reciprocal. So it may be easier for students to think keep, change, flip, but they should also be able to identify the terminology on what reciprocal the multiplicative inverse would be of this number. So without finding the inverse, the reciprocal, you won't be able to figure out how to multiply out these two terms now, the 4/15 and the 3/2, to find your answer, which can then be simplified. So real quick, I want to just discuss the reciprocal of 2/3. So the reciprocal would be basically swapping the numerator and the denominator. So right here, I have 2/3. This reciprocal would come out to 3/2. Okay. So now I have my reciprocal, my multiplicative inverse of 2/3. And keep in mind, if I were to multiply 2/3 by 3/2, 3/2, it would come out to 1. So by definition of multiplicative inverse, the inverse of a number will come out to, if you multiply it by that original number, will come out to 1. All right, so now I have this problem here. I'll change my color. Now it's going to be equal to 1/4 times the reciprocal of 2/3, which is 3/2, or 3/2. Now this is just like a regular multiplication of fractions problem, so I'm just going to multiply across the top. 1 times 3 equals 3. Then I have 4 times 2 equals 8. No need to simplify. And I have my answer, which is 3/8. So this is pretty simple and straightforward. It's just pretty much getting the procedural technique down. You could definitely use manipulatives to help explain this a little more thoroughly to really get the conceptualization down. But as far as rationals under multiplication go, in this case, yes, you are using multiplication, but you're starting with division. So dividing by 2/3 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of 2/3. So if I were to do one more problem here, let's do another black one. I'm going to say 1/2 divided by 2/5. Same exact thing here. You're going to find the reciprocal of 2/5. So I'm going to have 1/2 times 5/2. That's 1 times 5 is 5, and 2 times 2 is 4. 5/4, or 1 1/4. So that is my restructure video for you. I hope you got across a little of my thought process, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.